Well, viewers, now a day after the BJP wrote a letter to the Election Commission alleging that the Congress government in Karnataka had been putting out advertisements in Telangana media with an eye on the assembly polls of the state, the Election Commission of India now has asked the Karnataka government to stop the publication of such advertisements in Telangana, and this is with immediate effect. The BJP have welcomed the move, accused the Congress of indulging in corrupt practices, liable for legal action, they say. Meanwhile, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah said that they simply highlighted their achievements and their agenda was not to influence the voters. He added that the ads have been halted after the Election Commission raised the issue with them. Firstly, let's listen to what he said. Well, before we take a look at that reaction, now we should understand that today, of course, marks the end of campaign in Telangana. It's a very crucial state at this point in time, while there are three parties mainly in the fray. That is the ruling BRS. There is, of course, the Congress government in Karnataka's issue that has now propped up in Telangana, but the Congress in Telangana seems pretty pumped up over their recent victory in Karnataka and feel that they are very strong contenders. Meanwhile, the BJP too, at this point in time, with all the firepower they have with the campaigns that they've been carrying out, feel that they are not going to be third, but they could be the one that will steal the show. Now, to discuss more about this at the end of the campaign in Telangana, in about 24 hours, of course, the people vote. We have Kola Deepak Kumar from the BJP who is joining us today. We have also Dr Girija Shetkar from the Congress who's with us. We also have Dr Laggani Srinivas, who's a political analyst. And finally, we have Venkateshwaralu. He's the ex-resident editor from Andhra Pradesh, from the Hindu. Let's open this up right now with the Congress spokesperson. Dr. Girija Shetkar, very interesting here what all has happened over the last few months. We've had multiple leaders join the Congress party from both the BRS and the BJP, which many of the Congress spokespersons who, of course, been on the 7 p.m. debate have spoken about how it's going to be an advantage for the Congress. You've had multiple issues that have been raked up. You have your promises that you brought forth to the people. Finally, at the end of the campaign today, how confident are you about the mandate of the people come 30th?
Here, the scenario has changed from the last 6 months, from being not even the principal opposition to being the party that's going to form the government. The war is on one side here in Telangana, and the voter mood is seeking for a desperate change. All the surveys, you have seen are showing massive increase in the vote percentage to the Congress. And we have seen in 35 seats, the BRS is getting a third place. And please don't even talk about BJP. I think it's really funny because they are going to have a third century of losing deposits this time. It's, 3 times consecutively. So we have been seeing that there's massive response to all the rallies here in the Congress rallies, and people are coming here without any liquor or money. People are coming to listen to what Congress has to say, what Congress guarantees are giving. But here we see the BRS and BJP have no narrative at all here. And there has not been a single video that has been viral during the whole election campaign because there are no sympathizers for the BRS, because they have got a decade to show what they can do to this state. And it has failed, and people are looking for a change here. So I am confident that Congress is going to form a government here.
Let's see if anybody else differs here. Probably the BJP will have a lot of things to say here. Well, Mr. Kola Deepak Kumar, quite interesting from the Congress party, ruling you completely out of this fray.
It seems like Girija Garu is a bit confused politician. She tells the BRS has gone to third position, and she should know that 3 major political parties are in competition, that is BJP, Congress and BRS. When she tells BRS has gone for the third place, naturally there is one more place, and I would again tell it would be the Congress which goes to the third position, BRS to the second position, and Bharatiya Janata Party will come into the first position. Look at the kind of election campaign that has happened after 2018. In 2018, the general elections of Telangana, then general elections of India, then the bipole elections, whatever has happened in Telangana, the Bharatiya Janata Party has very successfully have got good majority of votes as well as the vote percentage as well as the seat percentage. The Congress Party was never seen any place from for the past 4.5 years, and suddenly they wake up and they tell that from past 6 months we are in a very good position. Please let me know, how could your party come into a better position in all the 6 months? Say, Bharatiya Janata Party has been working since 2014 after the Telangana has come. Today, the people of Telangana are not ready to believe the Congress for two main reasons. The first main reason is the Telangana has been given. In fact, I would tell that Telangana has been pulled by the people of Telangana from the central government, and it is not the Congress Party which has given this Telangana. Had it been had any sympathy for Telangana, the Telangana people and the Telangana youth, 1,400 youth have never died. They have committed suicide for not giving Telangana. And it is the Congress Party which has killed all this 14,000 youth. The Telangana people will never forget about it. And the second thing is, as they're telling about the 6 guarantee schemes, I would tell, and the people of Telangana are questioning, there is no guarantee for the 6 guarantee schemes of the Congress Party. As we have seen the track record of the Congress Party, the MLOs of Congress Party after winning 2018 have joined the BRS Party, as both of them are having the same DNA and they are going into BRS Party. Can they guarantee to the people of Telangana that after winning, will their people...
I'll go back to the Congress on that point, but I'll also bring in Dr. Laggani Srinivas. Mr. Srinivas, very interesting, the kind of statements that have come in both from the BJP and the Congress, but more importantly for the BRS here, they have done exceedingly well in the last couple of elections. This time it looks like the Congress is looking to make a strong dent. The BJP is saying, well, don't leave us too far behind because we are a party to reckon with this time around. Do you feel that these two parties can really dent the hopes of the BRS and Mr. KCR this time?
Good evening, Deepak, and very good evening to all the viewers here. If you look at the ground reality, keeping aside the two political parties, what they are claiming, in 2018, if you look at the ground reality, BRS got around 47% of the voting, and whereas Congress has 28% of the voting. So what is the difference between the both percentage? If you look at it, around 16% is the gap. So in last 5 years, if you look at it, just 6 months back, if you look at the atmosphere, Congress was nowhere. If you look at it, actually, the BJP has a much bigger ground 6 months back. But because that BJP had internal politics and then they changed their president and all. And after the Karnataka elections, it appeared that Congress has actually the momentum picked up. But still, if you look at it on the ground, at the rural places, rural Telangana, KCR is the still charismatic leader. Why? Because see, there is no other political party in Telangana has such a charismatic leader in their entire party. So if you compare who is the CM candidate from BJP has announced that there is a BC CM candidate, but there is no clarity who is the CM. But whereas if you look at in the Congress, there is no clarity about the CM candidate. At the same time, if you also look at in 2018, people have given them mandatory of around 19 seats. But what happened? All of them actually shifted to the BRS party. So there is no guarantee now that even if you elect the Congress party, but there is no guarantee that they may not stick to the Congress. So that kind of atmosphere is there in the rural Telangana. If you look at, there are in the urban Telangana, in the northern Telangana, in the south Telangana, only in south Telangana, BRS is actually a little bit of tough ground. But if you look at other two places, BRS still has a considerable edge because the beneficiaries are with government, ruling government. Okay. And in the urban side, the development model, Telangana development model, which is creating a huge buzz among the urban middle class section. The IT and industry growth, and look at the Hyderabad shining. All these is absolutely giving a BRS party a significant edge in the
Dr. Laggani Srinivas, I agree with some of the points that you
Srinivas, I would
mentioned.
like to add a
I'm
point.
joined in
Please,
also by
please
my
do.
colleague Imran Khan, of course, who's been monitoring very closely the politics of Telangana for over a decade. He's hit ground zero. He's in Telangana at the moment. Imran, it's been a tough campaign. I just had a word with the three main political parties in the fray. We'll now, as far as what you read from the ground, what do you really sense at this point in time? Who has an edge going into the final last 24 hours? Well, in fact, we're having trouble connecting to him. We'll go back to him. Meanwhile, let me get in the same response from Mr. Venkateshwarlu as well. Mr. Venkateshwarlu, at this point in time, if you could give us a sense of what you read from the ground.
The audio is mute.
Mr. Venkateshwarlu?
Hello. Yeah.
His audio
Hello.
is mute.
Well, Mr. Venkateshwarlu, I think your mic is on mute. If you could unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the meanwhile, Deepak,
Now,
I will add one
can you
more
hear
point.
me?
In the urban category.
Yeah. So
Yes, I can hear
I
you. Go
think
ahead.
Congress is bit overconfident. It's going to be a tough call. But it's not as if it's a smooth walkway for Congress. BRS has its schemes rooted to the ground, and it has reached out to maximum, almost a saturation point of beneficiaries. So that's going to benefit a lot. Uh, Coming to Congress, yeah, they have covered a lot of ground during the last few months, but its confidence stems from solely from the fact that it has won in Karnataka. We'll have to see how it takes it forward in these elections in Telangana. That's why I say it's going to be a tough contest between Congress and BRS. As far as BJP goes, yes, they have lost, they have virtually ceded the ground to these two parties. The significant decision taken by BJP in changing Bandi Sanjay in the nick of the moment, last moment. He is a BC candidate, but then they changed him, then started saying we'll have a BC as a CM. It doesn't make much of a sense. So by you have replaced a guy who is from that community, and then you say you want BC as chief minister. That has not cut much ice. Even otherwise, 2 years back, they have done exceedingly well by winning 2 or 3 elections, then winning in Hyderabad. But you should not forget that their sole the support they were drawing was from polarization. But virtually they had been trying a lot, but they could not succeed with polarization thing, and they joined the bandwagon of competing with welfareism. They have also come up with a lot of welfare schemes. So it's a competition of welfareism, I would say. That's the significance of this election. See, nobody now talks, even BJP or MIM doesn't talk in terms of communalism. They've all the political parties have now veered round to welfareism. That is a very significant thing as I see. So trend wise, I would still say it's a tough call.
Okay, it's a tough call, but
Hello?
I want to add one more question. In terms of vote share, if the BRS here, if we are looking at it becoming a tough call, who do you think is going to gain if the BRS is set to lose some of the vote share there?
Yeah, if the BRS loses, then Congress will gain, not BJP. Congress will definitely gain. See, you'll have to factor in this aspect. There has been a lot of anti-incumbency also. BRS has been in power for 10 years, roughly 10 years now. So voters are also tired of BRS. That aspect we should not ignore. And that anti-incumbency is going to benefit Congress. How far it will help Congress in spiking its percentage, we'll have to see.
Okay, my colleague Imran, I believe now is joining us. Imran, of course, on ground zero there. Imran, I was earlier asking you a question as to what is your sense at this point in time. We have less than about 24 hours now to go, and it's going to be a very interesting battle, of course. But I was just here speaking to Mr. Venkateshwarlu from the Hindu, who says that probably the BRS is losing a little bit of ground. It's going to be a tough contest. What are you sensing?
Well, there are four scenarios here in the Deepak in Telangana. One is that the anti-incumbency against the BRS government here, and that anti-incumbency is turning out for boon for the Congress. Second, the scenario is about story of Telangana is that the BJP losing its hold over Telangana. In fact, we saw last time GHMC elections how the BJP had a very pitched battle and it was positioned itself as the main opposition party against the BRS behemoth in Telangana. However, this time we don't see BJP crossing the double digit. In fact, that is the plot the BJP has lost, and why it is another interesting question. Third is the rise of the Congress party. In fact, in the last 6 months, we've seen that the Congress has not only come back as a main opposition party against the BRS, in fact, is presenting itself as to winning the state here, and that will be a big boon if another big state going to Congress party. In fact, they're confident that they're willing up to around 70 votes, and that is the minority is a crucial factor. While they say that MIM might get 6 to 7 seats in Hyderabad, but the rest of the Telangana, the minority vote bank, in fact, at least 48 assembly constituencies, minorities, the difference of margin of 10 to 20,000 is where the minorities will play a role. And that's the reason why you see the Congress coming up with a separate budget on minorities in Telangana. Now, the fourth the story in Telangana is that all three parties, whether MIM, BJP and all BRS, the rise of Congress is a loss for them. Hence, the Congress is alleging that all three are coming together in order to stop the rise of in Telangana. What will happen? We'll get to know on when the vote will come out, when the ballot boxes are opened. As of right now, Congress seems to be a very, very strong candidate. In fact, several of the people I spoke to, they say that we have given 2 terms to BRS. This time they want to see a change and give it vote to the Congress. Whether Congress, with that anti-incumbency, will position itself as with all the 5 guarantees it has promised, will be able to defeat BRS. We have to wait and see. But on the ground, looks like there is a traction towards Congress, and many of the people feel that we have already given 2 terms to BRS. Let's give Congress a chance this time.
Right, Imran. Of course, the voters will decide, and we have about 36 hours before the first vote is cast. I'll go back to Dr. Girija Shetkar on that. Dr. Girija, we've heard some neutral voices there, and they're saying that probably the Congress this time has an edge. If you consider in the last 6 months, or probably in the run-up to these elections, if you've done a few things right, or probably what the voters will believe in for the Congress party, what would that be, the main takeaways for the Congress?
I don't know why we're constantly talking about the last 6 months. We have seen even 4 weeks before that there's been 12% increase in the vote share from the previous elections. And how this transcends is going to be seen in 36 hours. The BJP, MIM, BRS has come together but still couldn't defeat Congress. Here, Marpu Kavali, Congress Ravali. If you visit one of the campaign here, you would see how electrifying it is and how people have decided to vote for Congress this time. Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi speeches, and everybody is connecting to this, and they have been doing a lot of outreach programs, especially with the students. The BRS is losing its ground because it has betrayed the students who have fought for the formation of Telangana. So how this vote share transcends, you're all going to see. And BJP is not even going to have double digit as usual. And he is saying I'm a confused politician. I said 35 seats, the BRS is coming in the 3rd place. Probably he should check the speaker. So I think Congress is definitely going to form a government. And how the delivery of the 6 guarantees in Karnataka, people have also trust that the Congress will deliver, because it has delivered before with the Indiramma Illu, with the Aryogashri. So there is a trust of people here in Telangana. So let's wait and watch.
Okay. Okay, wait and watch, says the Congress spokesperson, Dr. Srinivas. Coming back to you once again, the faith of the people is with the Congress is the statement. For the BRS at this point in time, talk us through the takeaways. Why would they come back to a party that's been incumbent for 10 years?
Okay, actually, I will add one point here to Dr. Girija Shekhar Garu. See, the Marpu Kavali factor, there is a confusion among the Congress campaign. What the Honorable TPCC President has conveyed in the campaign is very clearly the farmers doesn't need 24-hour power supply. They need only 3 hours. Whereas currently in the Telangana, farmers are getting 24 hours uninterrupted supply. So there was a big chaos and there was a big confusion in the rural segment whether if Congress comes into the power, the 24-hour power supply will be gone. And only, they will supply the 3 hours. And in addition to that, the DK Shivakumar, the Deputy CM of Karnataka, came in and then said, we are giving 5 hours power to Karnataka farmers. And if you look at it in the social media, all the Karnataka farmers actually conveying a message clearly saying that once the Congress government came in, that we are having a lot of challenges. So all these are the ground realities that every rural farmer is actually looking into through the social media. So we cannot ignore these reality factors when it comes to the campaigning model. So see, if you look at the voter is already getting the sufficient welfare schemes, sufficient things. See, anti-incumbency will be there. Definitely, there is no doubt that anti-incumbency will be there after 10 years of rule. But the tapping of the anti-incumbency in a right way, actually, I feel if you look at it from a political analysis and strategic point of view, Congress has actually confused strategy. When they were doing it, so many things in right, instead of promising them what best they can deliver, they themselves got confused in the initial campaign model. And then later when they realized they did a blunder, and then they came back, no, we have not promised 3 hours and we will also give you 24 hours. So this kind of ambiguity was created by several Congress leaders. One Congress leader says that, no 3 hours, no 5 hours, we'll give 24 hours. So there was a lot of chaos happened during the campaign. So all these are definitely in the minds of rural farmers. And also in addition to that, there is also a factor which is very, very important. Raitu Bandhu scheme, which were financial aid to the farmers, was stopped by the Congress because Congress has written a letter to the Chief Election Commission. Election Commission has actually stopped it. So BRS went ahead and then conveyed the message to the public that a party which is actually giving a financial aid to the poor, marginal and farmers in the rural segment, because of the Congress, the benefit was not conveyed to them. So all these definitely adds a nick of the movement at the voter perception. So,
well, the benefit has only been, stalled. It hasn't been stopped. But overall, the kind of statements that came in from the BRS leaders about how their, messages would come out with those beep sounds of, money landing on their phones or in their wallets, that was also quite interesting. And whether that would be an advantage to the BRS, but now whether that advantage has been taken away is also something that could come into picture. Mr. Kola Deepak Kumar, I'd like to ask you, for the BJP, it seems like a very, very desperate moment in the south. Because you've recently had a poll debacle in Karnataka, no relevance in Tamil Nadu, nor Kerala. Telangana, of course, becomes very, very crucial. You're hopeful now of doing very well, but, there is a lot more riding right now for the BJP, and also there's also the Lok Sabha that's coming up. So this is a very crucial election for you all.
Yeah, it's a crucial election for not only BJP, I believe it's for all the political parties. As the BRS is losing its ground only and only because of the hard work that the Bharatiya Janata Party was doing for the welfare of the people of Telangana. Today, when you say the Bharatiya Janata Party as being people, as the other politicians are doing a slanderous politics on Bharatiya Janata Party, that we are a B party for BRS as well as MM. Can anyone believe that Bharatiya Janata Party is an alliance of MM? You say in the past, the Congress party and BRS party were alliance. Where was Bharatiya Janata Party aligned or being went hand in hand with BRS party? So the people of Telangana are very clear that for the first time, a political party which is standing for only and only for BCs, whose vote percentage and vote share is 52%. And there will be a silent voting this time. And as the Congress is creating a humbug that we are going to form a government, nothing such is going to happen. It's just a water bubble. And it is very clear that the people of Telangana, the voters of Telangana, want to vote for Bharatiya Janata Party because of its transparency, as we have given a commitment for good, clean, and double-engine Sarkar with ample number of jobs. For example, the Kesar government failed.
Finally, I have just about a minute left. I'm
funds.
going to take quick questions from each of y'all. Let's start with the BJP. If you could take a guess on the numbers, Mr. Kumar.
Yes, we are going to form the government above 60. This is for granted. It's going to be a silent vote this time.
Okay. From the Congress, let's see what the numbers could look like. Dr. Girija Shetkar.
Yeah, Congress is going to form the government with 75 seats for sure. And I think the political analyst here is biased and he should have come from the BRS because he names everything, all the schemes. He should be a BRS spokesperson here. And it was very clear what the EC has said, that they should not
75 is the Congress's word. Dr. Laggani, what is your take?
No, it's definitely a tight election.
Okay. The BJP went a little easier, said about 60.
No,
Yes.
see,
Let's not debate that. I just
that.
want you to give out your prediction on the numbers, what it could look like.
Now, if you look at it, the BJP was actually had a wonderful strategy for tapping the Dalit voters by aligning with Mandakrishna Madiga. And, their campaign is to align with the BC CM is also good, but they were late.
I don't have too much time, Dr. Laggani Srinivas. I want you to give out your prediction. I want to take in a comment from Mr. Venkateshwarlu as well. Quickly, if you could give me a number that you think is going to be what the people decide of Telangana.
I believe it's
Yeah,
still
it
BRS
could
has a
be.
number.
It could be 65 for BRS and 60 for Congress. It's going to be equal fight.
So we have
It's
119
going to be an
seats.
equal fight. Well, very interesting. Of course, different numbers that are coming to the fore. Each of the parties there. Very confident that they're going to do well. But like I mentioned, it's a very crucial election considering the fact that the Lok Sabha is just a few months away. I'm thanking all our panelists for joining us today and wishing all of you all the best. The mandate, of course, lies with the people. 36 hours to go and the people will cast their first vote. We here at Mirror Now, of course, will keep bringing you the latest updates from Pole Mount Telangana as well. We're slipping in a quick break on that note. News and updates continue. Stay with us.